was looking for a lighter in the bedside stand and felt it maybe leather underneath my hand. I pulled it out from where the shadows grow, a little blue book with nowhere left to go. I remember the evenings we spent on the floor with the world map spread out by the door. We bought our tickets in a moment of grace before the future became an empty space. I flipped the cover and I saw my face, the frozen version of a different place. Back when my eyes were bright and wide, before the ocean turned against the tide. And it's just a passport in the Jordan night, underneath the dim and yellow lamplight, staring at the empty pages of the past and all the stamps we swore would always last. We were gonna see the lights of Rome. Now I'm just trapped inside this quiet home. It's a sweet nostalgia, it's a shattered theme, a border crossing in a broken dream. There's a blank page where Paris should have been, a hollow silence where the trip was gonna begin. I can almost feel the raindrops on a London street, but I'm just shivering underneath the cotton sheet. I see the ghosts of the places we never saw, underneath the weight of a broken law. I should know it, I should fly away, but I'm grounded in a lonely yesterday. Lost in a permanent kind of station. Passport in the drawer, nothing anymore. Empty cages waiting for the baby. Just blinking, I can't blink. I'm sitting cross-legged on the bedroom rug, giving my heavy heart a little tug. The only light is coming from a vanity spark, while I'm holding these Polaroids in the dark. The camera goes smelling sharp and it's sweet, like the summer we spent down a dead in the street. The shapes are all fuzzy, the focus is low, but they're the only pieces of us left to show. I squint my eyes till the edges get blurred. I can almost hear every single word. The pinks and the yellows start to bloom and glow in the quietest hour that I'll ever know. And I'm staring at Polaroids in the dark, trying to find a flame in a tiny spark. at the colors till they feel so real. Trying to remember how I used to feel. It's a vintage kind of lonely, a nostalgic kind of high. Watching our forever slowly pass me by. Just a girl with a photo and a shaking head, lost in a dream I don't quite understand. There's one of us laughing by the lake at night, captured in a flash of blinding white. Your face is a shadow, my hair is a mess, but back then we didn't have to guess. Now the film is aging and the border is torn, leaving me here to just sit and mourn. I watch the develop, I watch the fade, thinking about the choices that we both made. If I look long enough, do the ghosts come to life? Does a memory cut like a silver knife? I'm breathing on the plastic just to see the fog, adding another entry to my lonely log. All of your words in my hand, colors I can't demand. The time and I'm into gray, just like our yesterday. Wait for the flash before we turn to The sun dips down behind the neighbor's sycamore tree, and the shadows start to crawl across my knees. I reach for the switch right beside the kitchen door, doing what I've done 1,000 times before. A little glow spills out onto the empty street, where the pavement's still holding on to the afternoon heat. It's a reflex, it's a rhythm, it's a ghost of a plan, trying to light the way for a soul that never ran. I know the driveway is empty, I know the gate is shut, but I can't find the strength to give the memory up. So I leave the porch light on for nobody, just a yellow beacon for a heart that isn't here, watching the moths dance in the lonely gravity of a house that's grown quiet with the passing of the year. It's a habit I can't break, a fire I still tend, burning for a story that already met its end. I sit by the window and watch the night sky turn, watching the bulb flicker as the hours slowly burn. The world is asleep, but I'm wide awake and still, staring at the garden and the fence upon the hill. Sometimes I imagine I hear a car door slam, then I remember the lonely girl I actually am. Maybe if I flipped a switch and let the darkness in, I I'd finally have to face the places where we've been. But as long as there's a flicker, as long as there's a spark, I'm not quite ready to be standing in the dark. Just a light in the window, just a glow on a stone, waiting for a shadow. But I'm always just alone. Voice light for nobody. Yeah, it's only for me. The dashboard clock is the only light I see, blurred by the raindrops racing down in front of me. I turn the dial, just looking for a sound to fill the silence of this empty sleeping town. Then a melody emerged from the white and fuzzy noise, carrying the echo of a familiar distant voice. It's the song we used to hum when the windows were rolled down. Now it's breaking into pieces, spin around and round. The speakers rattling like a heart that's lost its beat, while the water washes shadows down the center of the street. And it's just radio static, and you tonight, fading in and out of the blurry yellow light. I'm reaching for the lyrics through the crackle and the hum, sealing all the memories and the person I've become. A beautiful distortion, a ghost inside the wire, trying to catch a spark on a long extinguished fire. Chorus kicks in, but the signal starts to slip, like a secret word that's falling from a trembling lip. I'm leaning closer, pressing forward to the glass, watching all the ghosts of our past summers pass. I could turn it off, I could find a clearer station, but I'd rather have a static than a lonely realization. Every pop and every hiss is the moment we let go, a frequency I'm losing, a song I used to know. Stay with me a second, through the interference line, before you disappear back into the space of time. Just a hum in the speaker, just a The hallway is a tunnel made of gray, watching the evening light fade away. I'm sitting on the wooden floor, so cold, inside a house that's starting to look gold. There used to be a melody in every room, chasing away the shadows and the gloom. We fill the kitchen with the sound of our breath before the silence fell like a sudden death. I close my eyes and try to hear your laugh across the broken pieces of our photograph, but the air is empty and the walls are bare, with only ghosts and dust left to share. And it's just raindrops on the rooftop tonight, in the flickering love of fading light. The only rhythm left in this hollow place where I used to see your smiling face. It's a sweet nostalgia, it's a shattered fear, tapping on the glass of a broken dream. Just a girl in the choir with a heavy heart, watching the weather pull her world apart. The storm is talking to the shingles in the stone, reminding me that I am finally alone. I remember how the laughter used to bounce in every corner, in every single ounce. Now the leak in the ceiling's a steady beat, mirroring the pavement on our lonely street. I'm tangled in the cotton land of passing the time, searching for a harmony that used to ring. Let the water fall. Does it gently ache, or is it just another promise that you're gonna break? I'm counting every drop until the morning light, trying to survive this monochrome and heavy night. Flying on the roof, the only the laughter's gone. I'm moving on, just a steady touch inside the watching the final embers fade away. I'm kneeling on the hearth where the stone is cold, holding on to stories that we never told. I see the stranded edges of a handwritten page, trapped inside a silent and a golden cage. page. The ink is gone, consumed by the heat, leaving only carbon and a lonely beat. I remember the sense of the burning wood, back when loving you was all I understood. Now I'm poking at the ashes with the silver rod, in the quietest version of a broken God. And I'm searching for the spark tonight, in the flickering of a dying light, looking at the ashes of our old love letters, hoping for a sign that I'll soon feel better. It's a sweet nostalgia, it's a shattered theme, a whisper smoke in a broken dream. Just a girl in the gloom with her shaky hand, waiting for a warmth she can't demand. I found a fragment of a Polaroid frame right before the fire turned it into shame. It shot us laughing by the lake in June, underneath the bright and silver-plated moon. Now the smoke is stinging my tired eyes as I watch the future turn into dark night skies. I'm tangled in the velvet and the dusty floor, accepting that you don't live here anymore. Suffering a lonely defeat. I'm counting every flake of the black and gray, while the nostalgia carries you away. Searching for sparks in the beams are cutting through the lines, searching for the things I left behind. I'm lying on the cotton sheets alone, staring at the plaster and the stone. I lift my arm and trace the empty space, trying to find the silhouette of your remembered face. I remember how the light would hit the wall, making us look 10 feet tall. Our fingers used to even slowly dance inside a moment of a fleeting glance. Two dark shapes anchored in the glow, back before we had to let it go. And I'm watching shadows of our hands tonight, in the flickering of the pale moonlight, remembering how they looked when they were twined. The interlocking pieces we define. It's the sweet nostalgia, it's a shattered theme, projected on the wall of a broken that is growing faint. I try to mimic how you thumb my dress against the beating rhythm in my chest, but my other hand is reaching for the air and only finding dust and silence there. The curtains move and break the shape in two, erasing every outline of me and you. I'm staring at the white and empty board, accepting the discord I can't afford. Hairy high, register vocal ad-libs. Ooh, the way we move. If I turn the lamp off, does the ghost depart, or does it stay behind inside my lonely heart? I'm making puppets with my shaky fingers, while the seed of you still feeling lingers. Shadows on the wall, watching them fall. Minds are cold with no one to hold. No one just lives one life, one last good night. I'm sitting in the driveway with the engine turned off. The leather's getting cold and the fabric is soft. I climbed into the back just to sit where we sat, looking at the world through the window glass mat. I remember the evenings when the rain would fall down and we'd hide from the lights of the small sleepy town. The headrest is holding the ghost of your hair, hanging in the silence of the midnight air. We used to trace the stars through the sunroof frame, whispering secrets in our future. Name the upholstery we heard, every dream that we spun, back when our lives had only just begun. And I'm stuck in the backseat of my car tonight, underneath the glow of the street lamp light, remembering the houses and the kids and the one day before the season started drifting away. It's a sweet nostalgia, it's a hollow kind of space, searching for the lines of your remembered face. Just a girl in the velvet of a park machine, chasing a future that'll never be seen. We talked about porches and a swinging yard before the reality got way too hard. You promised me a garden with white picket gates. Now I'm just negotiating with only fates. The floor mats are dusty and the cup holders are dry, like a desert river underneath the cloudy sky. I'm looking at the mirror and seeing only me in the quietest version of what used to be. If I close my eyes, can I hear your voice telling me that loving me was your only choice? I'm tangled in the fabric and the passing of time, stuck in a story that no longer runs. Straight, the one we marked for our great getaway. The ink is pale, the ghost of highlighter blue, tracing a path that started and ended with you. I remember the interstate where the sun went down, and we promised we'd never look back at this town. Now the creases are worn and the edges are thin, just like the layers of my tired skin. My thumb follows the highway line, back to a moment that was yours and mine. We were navigating dreams on a paper stage before we reached the final page. And I'm looking at a faded map of us tonight, underneath the dashboard amber light, tracing the routes we took when the world was wide, before the tide turned against the right. It's a sweet nostalgia, it's a shattered thing, lost in the static of a broken dream. Just a girl with a compass that points to nowhere, breathing in the ghosts of the open air. There's a circle around a diner in Tennessee, where you promised you'd always stay close to me. The folds are all tearing where the mountains rise, like the tears that I'm hiding from these morning skies. I see the detours and the stops we made, watching the color of the highway fade. I should've known that a road has to end, that I'd lose my partner and my oldest friend. Does the distance disappear? Does it bring the laughter back into my ear? I'm stuck at a crossroad with a torn up sheet in the quietest version of our empty street. Faded map, no way back. The trip is over, the tank is black. Just tracing lines of better times. Standing on a platform with a single canvas bag, watching the departure sign and the luggage tag. Every corner of this city has a story it can tell, of a girl who loved a shadow far too long and far too well. I see you in the neon of the all-night coffee bar. I see you in the headlights of every passing car. The pavement holds your footsteps and the breeze holds your name. And staying in a zip code feels like losing at a game. It's steel tracks oceanic in the cold and yellow light, stretching out like promises into the quiet night. I'm negotiating with the rhythm of the rails, trying to find a vessel for a heart that always fails. And I'm taking a first train out tonight, leaving all the memories and the blinding city light. Because every avenue and every street looks like you, and I'm drowning in a shade of nostalgic blue. It's a sweet disappointment, a hollow kind of run before the bitter rising of the morning sun. Just a girl on a velvet seat with a shaking, lonely hand, traveling to a distant and unfamiliar land. The ticket in my pocket is a one-way kind of peace, hoping that the longing will finally release. I remember how we walked down 7th in the rain. Now that intersection is a monument to pain. I'm tired of a ghost waiting by the subway stand. I'm tired of the scent of you in the winter air. The conductor calls the station and I step inside the car, taking all my sorrows to a place that's very far. Just let the wheels spin. Can I leave myself back on the concrete floor? Can I close the book and lock a heavy door? The engine is rumbling along steady from waking up the person that I finally becomes. First train out, no turning round, leaving this city and this lonely town. Let me stay with you. Now the sky is new. The ocean breeze is tangling my hair in the quiet cool of the morning air. I'm walking the shoreline where the don't get high, underneath the pale in a limitless sky. I'm looking for the dips and the shallow lines where we left our history and our secret signs. But the ground is smooth and the dunes are still, like a hollow heart that I can't quite feel. I remember how we ran till our breath was thin, with the salt of the sea on our sun-kissed skin. Now I'm retracing a path that I can't quite find, in the shifting corners of a lonely mind. And I'm searching for footprints in dry sand, trying to find a place where I held your hand before the tide came in to sweep us away and turned our golden world into a shade of gray. It's a sweet nostalgia, it's a fading dread, knowing that the water's never giving you back. Just a girl on a coast with a heavy heart, watching the horizon pull us both apart. The waves keep crashing with a steady hum, dusty ghost of me and you. Let the water wash it clean. Maybe the ocean knows we weren't meant to stay. Maybe it's better that we drifted away. But I'm still digging in the shifting ground, waiting for something that won't be found. Footprints in the sand, slipping through my hand. The tide is high, and so am I. Just a ghostly shore, nothing I'm standing by the vanity mirror light in the middle of a long and sleepless night. Among the lotions and the lip gloss stains is the only thing that somehow still remains. A glass cylinder with a golden cap, a little time capsule sitting in my lap. The liquid settled halfway down the glass, watching all the quiet seasons pass. I press my finger down and hold my breath, defying all the silence and the depth. A mist of jasmine and of sandalwood, trying to bring it back the way I should. And it's a half-used fragrance bottle on the shelf, while I'm just trying to find myself. I spray the air and let the scent take hold, a safety blanket for the biting cold. It's a ghost I can breathe, a memory I can wear for a second. I can feel you standing there, just a girl in a cloud of a faded past, holding on to something that was never meant to last. I walk through the fight before it starts to dissipate, closing my eyes to negotiate. I remember how we lingered on your favorite shirt back before the goodbye started to hurt. Now I'm counting the sprays I have left to go, like a countdown that is moving way too slow. When the glass is empty, will the memory die? Will I finally have to say a real goodbye? It's an invisible thread in a lonely room, a temporary cure for the heavy gloom. I'm living under there on floral notes, the kind of story that a heartbreak wrote. Half a bottle left, a beautiful fragrant gift. I'm breathing you in underneath my skin. Just one more spray to keep the dark away. Grass is tall and now along the east side park rail. The summer heat is fading, looking thin and pale. I found the oak tree where the bark is scarred and deep, with the promises we made, but weren't ours to keep. I traced the J&M with a shaking fingertip, feeling the ghost of your hand and the memory of your grip. The ice cream truck is humming that same old hollow tune underneath a white and lonely afternoon. I'm looking for a shadow that the sun won't cast, living in the wreckage of a perfect past. I'm chasing a summer ghost through the golden haze, getting lost inside the rhythm of those sun-drenched days, back when the nights felt endless and the world was ours to hold, before the breeze grew bitter and the story turned so cold. Now I'm running through the park, but I'm standing still, chasing a feeling I know I'll never feel. Past the bench where we sat until the stars came out, talking about forever before we learned to doubt. The swings are swinging empty in the playground breeze, like that pushed by the whispers of old memories. Turning brown, they're falling to the floor, like every I love you, it doesn't live here anymore. But the summer's long since done, chasing ghosts, just chasing southern. I found it at the bottom of my leather bag, underneath the receipt and a luggage tag. A little piece of silver coated and small, that used to mean I had a place to call. I remember the day we got the matching pair, with the scent of fresh paint in the hallway air. Now I'm standing on the sidewalk in the rain, holding on to metal and a quiet pain. I know that their boat has been changed by now, silent and to a broken vow. But my feet are still trace the ridges and the grooves, and a heart that aches but never really moves. A useless piece of metal in my hand, from a home that turned into shifting sand. It's a sweet nostalgia, hollow kind of pride, looking at the world through heavy, tired eyes. Just a girl, the secret she can't use, wrapped in the colors of a lonely blue. Ceiling where we made that vow. Do they have a fight 'cause by the window pane? Do they hear the rhythm of the summer rain? I'm a trespasser of a memory, it's true, still carrying the weight of me and you. I should toss it in the river, let it sink down deep, but it's the only promise that I get to keep. Breathy vocals one. If I knocked, would you even know the sound? Or am I just a ghost that's finally been found? I'm locked out of the future we used to draw, frozen by the coldest wind I ever saw. I'm sitting by the window in my favorite chair, with the scent of old paper and the evening air. I've been reading through the chapters of the life we led, everything we felt and the things we never said. We started out so bright in the open lights, underneath the shadow of the whispering pines. But the ink is getting faint and the plot is getting thin, and I'm scared of the silence where the end begins. I'm fingering the corner of the final sheet in the quietest version of our empty street, wishing I could rewrite every sad mistake before the bonding and the promises break. And it's just the last page of the novel tonight, in the flickering of a fading light, closing the book on a story of us turning the gold into dust. I hate the ending and I hate the part where the protagonist has a heavy heart, just a girl with a spine and a lonely tear, finishing a vow of a missing year. The words are all blurring where the tears fell down on the geometry of this lonely town. I remember the climax when the stars were ours, back when we negotiated with the passing hours. Now you're just a character I used to know, in a monochrome and a digital show. I'm closing the cover and I'm setting it aside, underneath the weight of a dying tide. Ooh. Story's done. If I read it again, do you come back to life, or does the ending just cut like a silver knife? I'm a reader with no more lines to find, lost and dependent of a haunted mind. Last page, final stage, closing marching across my floor, creeping underneath my heavy bedroom door. I've got a ballpoint pen and a spiral book, finding all the words that the silence took. There's a dark silhouette on the plaster wall, waiting for the secrets that I've only let fall. It looks like me, but it feels like you, a hollow shape in a shade of blue. I'm whispering the things I couldn't say back when you were only a heartbeat away. It's flowing like a hidden river, making my lonely shoulder start to shiver. And I'm writing letters to my shadow tonight, in the flickering glow of a candlelight, telling the dark everything I should have told you back when my arms were still enough to hold you. Baby, I'm sorry, and every please stay is a paper plane that never found its way. Just a girl and a pen and a ghostly line, talking to the dark until the sun starts to shine. The day that the willows turned gold, and the forever that we never got to hold. I should have been louder, I should have been brave, instead of keeping quiet like a hidden cave. Now my shadow is the lonely one who listens while the morning dew on the window pane glistens. I'm filling up pages with the echoes of us, turning our gold into silent dust. Ooh, talk to the dark. If the light goes out, does the story disappear? Does the shadow take the weight of every tear? I'm spinning my heart on a paper stage, trying to find a way to turn the final page. I'm staring at the shelves where the stories used to be, a silent testament to you and me. There's a space where pride was and where joy would rest. Now there's just an empty feeling in my chest. I remember how you took them on a winter day, promising you'd bring them back, promising you'd stay. But the due date came and went, and the library keeps calling, when my heart is slowly, quietly falling. The pages are all marked where you used to read so slow. It's the only part of you that I still get to know, that sitting on a nightstand in a house I can't go in, a final chapter there I can't begin. And it's just library books now returned today, adding up the fines for the words we didn't say, that overdue and dusty, wrapped in silent gloom, a lonely monument inside your empty room. It's a sweet nostalgia, it's a shattered theme, a paper bridge across a broken dream, just a girl with a memory and a heavy name, stuck inside a story that she just can't claim. I can't ignore. Light it, love's last stand, and close the final door. I could pay the penalty and let the story go, but I lose the only days I feel like you. I know they're sitting by the bed where we used to lie so close, haunting me with the memory of a fake ghost. Is turning if the fine gets too high. Do you come back to me? Does the answer to the story set me finally free? I'm just a borrower of a love that wasn't mine to keep, drowning in the promises that we couldn't deep. But it's not return. Lessons learned. It wasn't meant to last on your nightstand. Out of my the suspension cables humming low and steady tune. Underneath the silver of a waxing moon, I'm leaning on the iron rail where the pain is thin. Feeling the night air prickle on my skin. The city looks like diamonds spilled across the velvet floor. 1,000 lives I'm watching from this lonely shore. I'm standing in a spot where you used to lean so close, being haunted by the silhouette. We used to trace the interstate with our tired eyes, building castles out of neon lights and summer sighs. You said the world was waiting just across the deep blue bay, but the current of a story pulled your heart away. And it's midnight on a bridge tonight, looking for the ghosts in the traffic light, standing where we planned our great escape, before the silence took a heavy shape. It's a sweet nostalgia, it's a bittersweet view, looking at the skyline and looking for you. The cars keep moving but I'm frozen still, waiting for a promise I know you'll never feel. Down below it's moving fast and dark. I'm looking for a glimmer or a tiny spark. I remember how you pointed at the tallest tower, swearing we'd be there in a magic hour. Now I'm just a girl with this fading dream, standing on the edge of a broken theme. The wind is howling through the steel and stone, reminding me that I'm finally alone. The lights are blurry if I jumped into the memory. through the hallway to the bathroom door, treading on the tires that we picked at the store. The light is buzzing with a broken little hum in the house that's slowly growing colder now. I stand in front of where the glass used to shine so bright, and all I see is darkness and the absence of light. My eyes are wide open, but the image is all gone, like the story ended right before the dawn. I remember your smile and the way my hair would look back when we were characters inside a happy book. Now I'm just a ghost with a heavy heart and an empty face, lost inside the echoes of this hollow space. And it's a mirror with no reflection tonight. In the flickering of the pale moonlight, I'm looking for the person that I used to be, the girl you used to love, set so free. It's a sweet nostalgia, it's a shattered thing, a lonely figure in a broken dream, just a girl in the glass who's lost her way, watching as the colors slowly turn to gray. I reach my hand out to the surface of the wall, waiting for a feeling that will never call. The steam from the shower used to hold our names before we both got caught up in the silent games. Now the air is clear and the walls are dry and plain, just me and the rhythm of the falling rain. I'm a stranger to the face that's staring back at me in the quietest version of our history. The grass is cold, ooh, the truth would be, or would I just be trapped inside my lonely fear? I'm just a silhouette with no form or no shape, a paper person waiting for escape. Slow reverb, fade with soft fingers, lost connection, light is out, heavy down, just a mirror frame, a lonely name. I found the plastic case behind the dusty shelf, a little piece of us I kept all to myself. I pushed it in the slot and heard the motor whine, back to a moment when your hand was holding mine. The tracking is all off, the lines are jagged blue, like a glitch inside the memory of me and you. There's a flicker on the screen, a grainy summer day, before the colors started drifting far away. I'm leaning forward in the static glow, watching the only version of us I used to know. The audio is warped, the voices pitch and bend, in a story where I didn't know the end. And it's just old VCR tape hits tonight, in the flickering of the television light, watching a version of us that doesn't exist, lost in the smoke and the digital myth. It's a sweet nostalgia, it's a shattered frame. Call it out, a boy who doesn't have your name, just a girl on the carpet with a heavy heart, watching a rewind pull the world apart. The camera and through the grass, I'm watching seconds that'll never so invincible, we look so cold and bright, captured in a shaky lens and vintage light. But the tape is getting thin, the magnetic strip is worn, leaving every promise frayed and torn. I hit the pause button just to see you stay, even if you're only pixels in a gray display. Ooh, don't let it tangle. If I rewind enough, can I change the scene? Or am I just a ghost trapped inside a glass screen? The hiss is getting louder, filling up the room like a hollow rhythm in the evening. Going out of a VCR, ejecting a tape of silence, tape kissing you. Everything we lose, the screen turned black, and I'm not coming back. Just grainy dreams and bursting scenes, just grainy dreams and bursting scenes. The ivory keys are cold beneath my skin. I'm waiting for the courage to begin. The metronome is ticking like a steady heart in a house that's slowly falling all apart. I sit on the wooden bench and leave a space for the ghost of a boy and a familiar face. The sheet music is yellowed at the edge, like a forgotten vow or a broken pledge. I used to play the treble while you held the bass, filling up every single empty space. Now the harmony is missing half the notes, like a shattered boat that no longer floats. And I'm playing a song on piano with one hand in a lonely key I don't quite understand, reaching for the chords you used to play while the melody just drifts and fades away. It's a sweet nostalgia, a hollow kind of sound with no one left to keep my rhythm grounded. Just a girl in a parlor with a shaking heart, watching the music pull us all apart. My left hand is heavy, resting in my lap, caught inside a silent digital trap. I remember how our fingers used to intertwine, crossing over octaves, yours and mine. Now the pedal is echoing a lonely dump while my throat is holding on to a heavy lump. I'm missing the low notes, missing the weight, accepting that the crescendo came too late. Every high register, ukuleles, ooh, the silence in the bass. It's a duet for a person who isn't there, a symphony of borrowed air. I'm playing through the tears until the keys get wet, living in a song I can't forgive or forget.